and welcome back to my channel. It is too hot to be drinking this coffee with this big sweater on and just a little heathen. Look how big he's getting. Look at this long boy. Mwah, my little piggy. Mwah, mwah. Look at his belly. What do you think, Max? Eat the belly too. I love you. Okay, I go film now. Whoop, I'm sorry. Literally just threw him and he like tumbled 5 times. It's fine. Okay. To business. So today I thought we would talk about my November goals and kind of NaNoWriMo plans, what I've got going on, what I'm working on, what I'm not working on. A little bit of like life stuff added in the mix as well for you more nosy creatures like me. So first of all, I will not be doing NaNoWriMo the traditional way. I actually don't have a book that I need to be drafting right now. I am actually in revisions on a few books. The first one, and the one that's going to be taking up a majority of my time, is The Glass Witch. If you didn't know or you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Lindsay. I'm going to be traditionally published by Scholastic sometime next fall with my debut middle grade spooky novel, The Glass Witch, and it will be coming back to me the first week of November for copy edits. I'm viewing copy edits as like a really intense line edit or continuity edit that's done in-house by Scholastic, not by my personal editor who I've been working with. So it'll be kind of a new experience and I can talk about it as it happens. But those should be getting back to me, like I said, around the 1st, and I have until the 16th to finish them. My editor for the most part said it'll just be going through the document and like basically hitting accept or reject. It's a lot of like simple, just little things that shouldn't hopefully take too much time to finish. Also, I guess I should mention too, if you are new to my channel, I apologize for the noise. I just got a puppy. This is my life. It's chaos. It's fine. And next I will be working on the second draft of Tobe. Tobe is my next spooky middle grade that I have been currently working on. I just started the second draft and I would like to complete the... What is this? Like, what actually is this? I have 2 broken dogs. Like I was saying, my ultimate goal is to finish the first act in the second draft, get that completely revised. For me, that is the first 4 chapters of the book. I would like to say that I would like to get more done, but just knowing me and my life and knowing that I also have to be getting my copy edits done, I think that a realistic goal would be to shoot for the first the first act, the first 4 chapters getting done. What do you think, Charles? Yeah. Are you cheering me on? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He believes in me, folks. But so far, the book is going good. I thought it was going to be a lot more crappy until I got in there and started reading the whole thing. And it's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it has more potential than I think I let myself believe. It's not as much developmental stuff as like line edity stuff that needs to happen. Like it needs to read better. But everything that I got in there is pretty good, I think. And I think this month I'm also going to try to implement a... I hate to say like try to implement a writing routine because routines just don't work for me. I can never follow schedules because of my health. But I'm gonna set a goal for myself that on all of my good days, meaning no pain days, I'm not migrained, I'm not having a nerve flare up, you know, any of that stuff, I want to be like clocked in or working by 11 a.m. every day. That's normally when I start working anyways on my good days. But there are some days where I just kind of push it off, or I like watch YouTube in the morning, or just take more time for myself in the morning than I need when I should be focusing on getting some things done. So I think implementing that goal will be a great idea. I actually kind of like wrote down my my life schedule, like how it's been the past couple weeks. So I usually work from 11 until the end of Chauncey's first nap of the day. That's usually around anywhere between like 12 and 2. And then we usually go on a WAOK. I feel like they're so distracted, but if I actually said walk, no one would pay attention. Nope, no, not even. And then after I have lunch, I usually work again in another little writing sprint until my husband gets home from work at around 3. And then usually sometime later in the evening, it always depends on whenever, I usually end up doing another writing sprint. Sometimes after he goes to bed later in the evening, I will sit down and either do like YouTube editing or working on my book. So I don't just have one straight through work day. Like I don't just work 8 hours straight. It's kind of all broken up and I like it that way. I think it works good for my body, it works good for my mind. I seem to be more productive in smaller sprints anyways. So the way it's broken up is very helpful. So I'm gonna try to do that, but for all of this to work, I have to be clocked in by 11. All right, now let's talk about some life goals, some things that I want to accomplish this month. I have reading goals set for every month because I have reading goals for every year and I need to hit my monthly reading goals to be able to hit my yearly reading goals, and I'm a bit behind. So in November I don't know if I've mentioned this, I'm doing the year-long Buzzwordathon that Books and Lala used to run, and then she like switched it over to a Goodreads thing. It's a whole thing, but basically it's where every single month you have a prompt of a book that you're supposed to read that month, and I've been successfully doing it so far this whole year. And the prompt for November is lost, or any kind of book that has the word lost in the title. So I need to find one for that. I think I've got several options actually already written down. Most of these are already from my Goodreads TBR, which is like the long running list of all of the books that I want to read eventually. Okay, so it's lost, but like loosely lost, so it could be lost, missing, gone, things like that. Any of those buzzwords would fit the prompt. It looks like I have 2 written down from my TBR. The Missing Years, which I believe is an adult thriller, and Your Children All Your House is on Fire, Your Children All Gone, which is an adult horror, I think. So I could choose either one of those or whatever new ones I have added to my TBR since making this. I need to read 2 new releases this month because I wanted to read 20 new releases this year, and I'm like a little over halfway there. So we really got to crunch the last half of the year. I need to read 2 books off my physical TBR. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books left on my physical TBR that I got before 2021 started. And I have this thing with myself, I know it's a bit ridiculous, but I don't get that many books per year. Most of the books I get are from the library, so when I actually buy them, I want to make sure I'm reading them in a calendar year. So I only have 5 left out of 13 that I have bought that I want to make sure that I get read, so that needs to happen. And I also want to do a reread this month. I set a goal for myself that I was going to reread 15 books, and I really love rereading. In fact, that's all I used to do when I was like in middle school and high school. Now it's a bit harder because I'm trying to read so many new releases, but I really want to go back and reread some of my favorites. Namely, I want to read, I think the 2 that I'm going to try to read are Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I love this book so much. It's just like, it's a comfort read for me at this point. I love it. I've already read it like 3 times. It's a YA fantasy, and it's like whimsical and beautiful and like slow and soft and just, I love it so much, and I miss the characters, and like I just want to read it. I want to read it again. Also, The House in the Cerulean Sea, which I read earlier this year. I love this book so much. It's actually where Chauncey got his name from. There's a character in this book named Chauncey, and he's named after him because he's my favorite. I love it so much, but I really want to reread these 2 for that goal to be achieved. And then I need to read 2 books off of my Goodreads TBR that are from 2018. I think I might have explained this before. It's a little bit complicated, but on my Goodreads TBR, if I have had a book on there more than 3 years, by the end of the calendar year, I either take it off or I read it, like set a goal to read it. So I've got 5 books left from 2018 that I need to get off the list, and I'm gonna read 2 in November. And then for my next goal, I really want to start being active again. It's been really difficult since I sprained my ankle, and I did that in the first week of September. It's getting back to normal. I am able to do like 25-minute WALKs now, which is really nice, and it's with minimal pain, so that's great. But I really want to try to get back into my workout program. I might have mentioned this before, but me and Lainey from Lainey Crest, we do like Beachbody programs together. It's just really fun to have like an accountability buddy where you just like work out together and you like talk about your workouts and like how it was for you. It's a lot easier to keep a routine when you have someone, you know, making you accountable and pushing you. So she's been doing them all by herself, bless her, but I really want to start joining her soon. I think by November, which is about a week and a half away from now when I'm filming this, my ankle will be good enough that I could probably do the workouts, maybe a bit modified. You know, I probably am not ready to be like jumping and stuff, but I can do the modified workouts, and I really miss it. Like, my body just like wants to move. I feel so much better when my body is moving. So I'm really excited to get back into that. Also, you know, like I'm paying for the program, so it'd be really nice to be able to start using it again, you know? And last, but certainly not least, this little turd needs to get into puppy school. Yes, him does. Him's already doing really good. He doesn't know how to sit yet, but he like tries his best. But he needs to get into puppy school so he can be socialized really well. He's already really good with Max, but he's never seen any other dogs. So I really want to make sure he's well socialized, because we love going to the dog park with Max and he plays so well with others. But we just want to make sure Chauncey can handle it too, you know? Mwah. And honestly, like, I just want the puppy classes for me because I just want to sit in a room filled with puppies and just like let them run all over my dead body, you know? But those are all my goals. Those are all my plans. Let me know what you guys are doing for November, and if you have any like last minute goals that you are trying to squeeze in that were like for 2021 that you need to finish up before the end of the year, because my like most earnestly needed to be met goals are my reading goals, because I've been kind of slacking, and I also overestimated how much I would be reading this year, especially since, like, you know, my publishing stuff was like a whirlwind and kind of took off, and I had no idea any of this was going to happen, so I thought I would have a lot more time to be reading, you know, versus most of my time is now spent on writing stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys need to finish up before the end of the year, and maybe I will feel less stressed and less alone. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.